Okay, good morning class. So at this point you guys had some homework. The homework was dealing with exercise 3 on exercise 3 was on page 33. You had to do number 2 and number 3, correct? Did you have to do the number 3 as well? No. So those were the examples, okay? Which we didn't get through. We didn't do those examples yesterday. So we have done this yesterday. Huh? We didn't do this. So did we do number 1, number 2 and number 1 and 2? We did this number 1. Number 2? Not number 3. Okay, so I think the video cut out before, or the computer froze before I could save what was on here. Okay. So exercise 3, number 2 on page 33. So the idea is to get rid of the brackets here. Okay, so we multiply the sums. So have we done these sums? You have answered? No. Okay. This was the one. Okay, so what we have is 2x to the exponent 5 plus 2x squared times 3x squared is 6x to the exponent 4 plus 2x squared times 1 is 2x squared. Let's look at the next one. Again, using distributive law, getting rid of the brackets. So 3a squared times b is going to give you 6a cubed b. 3a squared b times 3b is going to be positive 9a squared b squared. And 3a squared b times negative c is negative 3a squared bc. Okay? The next one, again you're going to get rid of the brackets by multiplying this. So a squared b times 5a cubed b squared is going to give you 5a 5 b cubed minus a squared b times negative 4a squared b cubed is negative 4a 4 b 4 plus a squared b times 5a will give you 5a cubed b. The next one. As you see, they are unlike them, so I cannot add them. So you multiply this in to get rid of the brackets again. So 2a times 3a is going to give you 6a squared. 2a times 4b will give you positive 8ab plus a times 10a is 10a squared. A times 2b is positive 2ab. So again we add our like terms. Okay? Which is 6a squared plus 10a squared, which is 16a squared. 8ab plus 2ab is going to give you 10ab. Can I add them? No. Why? They are unlike terms. So looking at 2.5 now. So what we need to do is to get rid of the brackets first. The 3a times a squared, 3a cubed. A squared times 4 is 4a squared. A times 5a squared is 5a cubed. A times 3a is going to give you 3a squared. So again we're looking for like terms. Okay, so 3a cubed plus 5a cubed is going to give you 8a cubed. 4a squared plus 3a squared, can I add them? No, why? Unlike that. And as indicated, you guys, as indicated that we have started with the division of polynomials yesterday. You sure? Sorry? You wrote down the definition, okay. So, of course there were two ways, I explained this already. That there are two ways of solving this sum here. First we can add them, so it's going to become 8 plus 2 is 10 over 2, which is 5. Or we could have said 8 divided by 2 plus 2 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 of course is 4, 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 4 plus 1 is 5. You see it's the same. So it's not always that I can apply the first method as I did there. So the note that I wanted you to write down yesterday was we're dividing a numerator, a polynomial, with unlike terms by a monomial. So you guys know what a monomial is, no? What's a monomial? There's one term. Monomial, one term. Binomial, two terms. Trinomial, three terms. Then a polynomial is an expression that has 4 or more terms in it. Okay, so go again. The first term is a monomial. Two terms, binomial. Three terms, trinomial. 4 more terms, polynomial. Okay. So when dividing a numerator, a polynomial with unlike terms, by a monomial, divide the monomial into each term of the numerator. So, looking at that there, let's look at the first one. So here we can write each one of its own. So it's 8a over 2 plus 6b over 2 plus 10c over 2. Could I have applied the first method as I did here to the sum here? No. Why not? They are unlike terms. So I couldn't add them first. Does it make sense? So what is 8a divided by 2? 4a. What is 3b divided by 2? 3b. What is 10c divided by 2? 5c. That's your answer. Can I add it? No. Why? Let's look at the next one. Number 2. So it's going to be 9a squared over 3 plus 6ab over 3 plus 3 over 3. What is 9a squared over 3? 3a squared. What is 6ab over 3? 2ab. What is 3 over 3? You guys get the idea? Let's carry on with our lives. Number 3. Number 3. Again, can we add those like terms there on top? Are they like on top? No, it's unlike. So can I add them? No. Okay, so we're going to write each one of its own. So it's 8a cubed over 2a squared plus 4a5 over 2a squared plus 2a squared over 2a squared. Okay. So what is 8 divided by 2? 4. When we're dividing and bases are the same, what do you do with the exponents? Subtract. The 3 minus 2? 1. Do I need to write that 1 there? No. Let's look at the next one. 2 going to 2 once, 2 going to 4? Twice. So it will be a. 5 minus 2 is 3 plus 2a squared over 2a squared. 1. You cancel and give us. You all understand? Any confusion? No? Number 4. Again, we're going to write each one of its own. So 16a squared b cubed over 8a squared b squared plus 4ab cubed over 8a squared b squared plus 8a squared b over 8a squared b squared. What's 16 divided by 8? 2. You see the a squared over a squared will cancel. Not so. B cubed over b squared? B. B to the 1 more. B. Plus. 4 divided by 8? Half. 4 going to 4 once, 4 going to 8 twice. So it's a half. Where's there more a's? Denominator. Not so. So I'm going to get a. 2 minus 1 is 1. Where's there more b's? Top. So it will be b. 3 minus 1 is 1. So the answer is b over 2a. You all agree with that? Just look at it again. 4 going to 4 once, 4 going to 8 twice. That's how I get 1 over 2. Okay? Where's there more a's? Bottom. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Where's there more b's? Top. So that's why I put the b on top here. Can you see that? 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay? Plus. What's going to happen to the x here? Cancel. The a squares? Where's there more b's? Bottom. So it must go to the bottom. 2 minus 1 is 1. So what do I put on top? What is 0? Okay. You all okay with that? So what we're going to do is, you all done the first row? First 2 rows on that side? Okay. So that examples deals with exercise 3 on page 33, number 3. Okay? Exercise 3, page 33, number 3. That is the first part of your homework for the weekend. Okay? Now, Madsen is not here. And we need somebody to record it for us. So we'll put it in the group. Who's going to put it in the group? Okay. Thank you, Zara. So exercise 3 on page 33, no? Number 3. So at this point we have now done number 1, 2 and 3. Not so? And you see that is exactly as the sum, or similar to the sums that we have done in the examples. Can you see that, people? So again, if you have a problem with it and you're doing the homework, you rewatch the video. Okay? Now we're looking at square roots and cube roots. Square roots and cube roots. And this is on page 34. Square roots and cube roots. That's your next heading. Square roots and cube roots. That's your subheading. Yes? Square roots and cube roots. There's it. Sorry? No, you don't have to write down the note. Yes?
The photographer said that they need the whole class.
The whole class?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so as you heard now, they need you all. Alright, so at this point, we're talking about square roots and cube roots, and this is on page 34. Square roots and cube roots on page 34. Okay, Finish. Right? When another 3-4 people come, then you guys leave. Wait. The next 3 or 4. You guys leave, put your scripts in. Then. Okay. So let's do this. So, square roots and cube roots. In chapter 1, you saw that the square root of 2 to the 14 times 3 to the 6 can be written as 3 to the 7 times 3 to the 6 divided by 2, which is 3 to the cube. Namely, the 2 in the square root is divided into the indices or the exponents while the base remains the same. The base remains the same. So remember, the square root of 9, the square root of 9 is 3. What's the square root of 4? As 16? 4. So here, what's the square root of 16? 4. And the square root of A16 is A. 16 divided by 2. What's 16 divided by 2? 8. Right? You guys understand? Yep. Okay, any confusion there? So the square root of 16A16 is 4A8. Alright. Let's look at the next line of examples. So here we have the square root of A to the 8. The square root of A to the 8. Of course, this can be written as 2, 8 divided by 2. Not so? So what is 8 divided by 2? 4. You all okay with that? Let's look at the next one. It will be 2. 6 divided by 3. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. You all agree with that? Any confusion? No? Look at the next one. The cube root of p to the 9 times q to the 6. Or the cube root of p 9q6. It will be p 9 over 3. Q 6 over 3. Right? You guys understand? So that would be, what is the 9 divided by 3? 3. Q 6 divided by 3? 2. You could have gone from that straight into the answer, no problem. Yes, Michael?
The square root should be 9 over 2.
9 over 2 is.
So what if they don't show anything?
They don't show anything. Like here, they didn't show anything.
Yeah.
If there's nothing here, we know there's a 2. The square root of 16 is 4, a 16 over 2, which is 4a8. You understand? If there's nothing, there's a 2. Yes, Michael?
And what do you get for that question if it was over 9 over 2?
Then it remains 9 over 2 because I can't simplify it. Okay. Anything else? Let's carry on with our lives. Examples continues on page 34. So the square root of 8 can be written as x 8 over, what number is here? 2. So 8 over 2 is what? So it's x4. Okay, let's look at the next one. The cube root of a6. The cube root of a6. This will be a 6 over 3.